Thanks for joining us for Insights Live. I'm Rebecca Selby, and today I'm sitting down with Ercenk, Principal Solutions Architect at Microsoft. How are you doing, Ercenk?
Very good, thank you. So glad to be here.
Glad to have you. Today we're going to talk about some really interesting things, and first of all, I want to know, it's a unique time in history. What are manufacturers thinking about these days?
Oh, they're anxious. It's all about anxiety they're feeling because they're thinking technology is going at the cheetah's pace, and they're feeling being left behind.
So what sort of Industry 4.0 topics are top of mind for them?
Machine learning is the hottest thing now. Everybody is wondering what machine learning is and what they can do with it.
And what sort of use cases have you seen?
There is a very interesting use case that was demonstrated in Hannover Messe a few weeks ago. So this is from a food processing company, and they have a corn kernel sorting machine that passes almost 10 to 15 tons of corn within an hour time frame to search for kernels that might be containing cancerogen particles on them. And there's a jet of air that spits that out once it sees a corn kernel passing through the sensors that may contain that cancerogen material.
So it can actually sort defective corn kernels down to the individual kernel.
That's very true. It's 90% accuracy, better than the traditional way.
That's fantastic. So based on what you're seeing, what Industry 4.0 technologies do you think we're really underestimating right now, and why?
Maybe it's not underestimated, but again, machine learning is one of those areas that there's a lot of hype. Not a lot of people know what they can do with it. However, there's huge potential behind that.
And I understand that a lot of manufacturers are concerned about the security of their data, in addition to the other options that they have out there that they might not be taking advantage of at this moment. What do you say about data concerns specifically?
It's very valid. I think we can use an analogy here. Let's say you want to secure your home and you want to use different technologies, and the level of security that you can achieve is dependent on how much money you're willing to invest in that security products. But what you can do probably is to take advantage of an underlying platform security, if you're so concerned about it, by moving into a gated community, for instance. So gated community is a place where probably professionals are solving the same problem for the other residents in the same area. So they're paying a different perspective into the security problems that you may not have been seeing in the past. So moving to cloud is something like this. It's quite likely that you're very concerned and interested in your own security, and you know that you're doing everything you can for securing your data. But at the same time, once you move to cloud, you have the confidence of having professionals working on many different angles, probably on the angles that you haven't considered before. And with that amount of data, that amount of operations, there might be even something like the Minority Report kind of experience that, hey, you know, so such and such things may happen, so let's take a proactive action. And in fact, Microsoft's Azure security team is doing exactly that.
Well, that's really interesting, and it sounds like between data security and some of the Industry 4.0 technology solutions that are available today, there's a lot for mid-sized companies to think about. What advice would you have for them?
Don't be shy. Continue learning. If you're based in the US, MEP and Manufacturing US are amazing resources. But read, learn, and also take small steps. Don't be shy for getting your hands dirty. So try out something, look at the data you have, look at what you can do on that data, and then take baby steps. We have seen many manufacturing companies being really successful in the industry, in the marketplace, just because that they start to try things early.
What would you recommend as a solid first step for a company that's looking to dip its toe into the water with a single first step?
Start with your existing data. A lot of data is probably already there, even though you're not collecting it through IoT means. It's quite possible that you have that data in the SCADA logs or your MES logs. And start with that data and then see what you can do with that.
Start small and see where you can go. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
It was a pleasure.
If you have questions about anything that we've discussed today, please visit epicor.com.